A core fundamental in Next.js is using redirects within a middleware file. And one reason you might want to do this is to simply protect routes, meaning if a user is authenticated, then they can access different routes in your application. But if they're not authenticated, then maybe you want to redirect them back to a login page like what we have here. So for example, if I try to go to a dashboard page and then press enter here, you see that I just get sent back to the login page. I don't actually get to access the dashboard page. And the reason for that is because in our middleware.js file, which is in the root of our directory here, so it's not in our app directory, it is within the root of our project on the same level as JSON config, package.json, so on and so forth. We have this middleware.js, and basically we kind of mock, okay, is authenticated as false. If they are authenticated, then that's fine. Just use nextresponse.next and we import next response from next server. Just continue with your request and they are authenticated so you can access that page. Else, if they are not authenticated, so you don't enter this if block, then redirect them to the login page. So we just use next response. We call the .redirect method on the next response object. And then here we pass a new URL by calling this new URL function that we get for free in this environment. And then we pass the path name as well as the base URL, which is going to take them to localhost 3000 /login. And then we make sure to run this when they try to access the dashboard page. So if you had other pages that you wanted to protect, you could of course add them to this matcher config down below. So just to show you again, if we try to access dashboard, I just get redirected right back to the login page. But if I set this to true, so now we're kind of mocking, okay, the user is logged in and now they try to access the dashboard, they can indeed access it because they are authenticated, which means we just kind of enter this if block and we continue as the user wants to rather than redirecting them. So a really quick, kind of easy fundamental in Next.js is that if you want to protect your routes or if you want to do redirects within your middleware, you can use the next response, importing that from next server and call the redirect method on it, passing it a new path that they should redirect the user to. And then if you are kind of protecting routes with it, just make sure you add a config with a matcher property that defines the different paths that you want this middleware to run on or that you want it to protect. So pretty quick one here, but hopefully it helps. Hopefully you learned something and I'll see you in that next one.